Hey everybody, Sam here from the Anime Sun Podcast. I totally forgot to break for the ad again on this AOQ app. This might just be the norm now. I just explain the AOQ app in the beginning and then do the ad. I always forget to break for the ad because I'm so excited to do these. These next couple of AOQ apps, they're kind of playing last minute. I just kind of do them on my own, and sometimes I feel bad. I have the chance to ask Nick and Danny real quick. But, a lot of the times that I've recorded some of these have been when, on days and times where Nick and Danny's at work, because I've been at home. And so I'm just trying to bring extra content to you guys because I was supposed to be making AOQ eps for you guys every week. And in a few weeks here, actually when you're listening to this now, we're going to be on a break. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoy these. This episode is basically an episode of Cards in Hand with Joel that I used to do a show called Cards in Hand. And so we just talk about Weiss Schwarz, and it's basically me just recording us hanging out. So and talking because we haven't talked in a long time. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed either way. I want to bring you guys as much content as I can because I can and because I love to do it. So hope you guys enjoy it. This is Clock to Draw with Joel. Love you guys. I was like, nope, you can fucking do every fucking step, you fucking bitch.
So bad.
Fuck you. I was mad. That's
so
one
bad.
reason. And I don't hate Magic because of that mechanic or those mechanics. I hate Magic because I'm too stupid to not think of those things.
Right? No, exactly.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Anime Summit Podcast. It's your girl, Sam the Bomb. What's up? Your host with the most. And I don't have Danny or Nick here with me today for this AOQ episode, but I don't give a shit. Fuck them. Anyway, I have a very special friend of mine, my best friend for a long time. I've known him since I met him in college, and he was actually, me and him actually did a vodcast show a long time ago. Not super long ago, like 5 years ago, but it was called Cards in Hand. You've often heard me talk about it on the podcast and how we did a show called Clock to Draw for Weiss Schwarz, and that is my friend Joel. What up?
I am absolutely gutted at the moment.
What? Why?
I just realized that one of my double sleeves is ripped. I just don't. I don't know what to do.
Double sleeves, man.
Man.
We can get
as
into
soon
that.
as you started talking, I looked down at the one deck I have sitting in front of me, and the very top card is split up the side.
Though you have a Weiss deck in front of you right now.
I do. That ruined the entire experience for me. I'm okay.
This is a perfect segue because that's what we're talking about today. We're actually gonna treat this like one of our old Clock to Draw episodes because that's basically what it is. And we're just gonna talk about. I'll talk about my history with Weiss Schwarz, and I don't really know who else. I mean, there's plenty of other friends we could have had on here to talk about it with us, but I wanted to pick Joel
none of them
because-
are even near as cool as me. So.
No, obviously. And plus Joel is that was my go-to guy with Weiss. We kind of did everything together concerning Weiss, testing, tournament testing, running the fade on people.
Yeah, we learned together, considering that we initially had no idea how to play the game.
Yeah, I remember the first time we played it, and we finished a match, and we were playing wrong in the beginning.
Oh yeah.
But we finished a match, and you were like, "Okay, let's try that again." You just that's how we kind of knew it was okay, this is gonna be fun. And then hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars later.
Oh God, yes.
Hundreds.
Absolutely.
Of dollars.
I remember initially in the beginning playing, and we were like, well, you can just put as many Climax cards as you want in the deck and just cancel your damage, right? That was literally a conversation we had. I'm like, well, why don't we just do that?
Yeah. So for those of you who don't know, and for those of you who are curious, in Weiss Schwarz, the way you take damage is taking the top card of your deck, and putting it in your damage zone or your clock zone. And if that card is a Climax card, which is a horizontal card, then the damage goes away. The damage you took for that hit goes away, and the attack is canceled.
Right, and we should also probably mention that it's called a Climax card because all the cards in this series are based on movie terms.
Yeah.
Right.
Based on based on Weiss Schwarz. The setting for Weiss Schwarz is the idea is it's like an anime, and your anime plays out. and you pit your characters against it. So there's the front stage, the back stage,
Yeah.
and then the
Center
clock.
stage. Yeah, clock. I don't really know what the clock is, but yeah.
And so like it's really crazy because the game is actually still going, and it's going pretty hard right now. But me and Joel have we stopped playing competitively a while ago when some screwy things with stores, local game stores, started happening, which we're not going to get into. But what's the last Weiss thing you did?
The very last Weiss thing that I did was buying the Persona 5 set.
Okay, yeah, you said Persona 5 is like your favorite Persona right now, isn't it?
Oh, for sure. Absolutely.
My co-host Danny, she just got the special edition.
The Royal?
With the mask?
Yes, that's the one that we got as well.
Oh, hell yeah.
That mask is so cool.
Yeah, she loves it. She loves it.
But it doesn't have like a way to wear it reliably.
Oh no.
Does that make sense? It literally came with 2 ribbons.
Yeah,
and no instructions on how to actually attach it to the mask and tie it on your face. It's ridiculous.
Here you go. Here's a mask. Here you go.
Yeah, pretty much. Here, figure it out. So I threw the ribbons away, and it's just sitting on the stand. So whatever.
So I would say that. Well, okay. When's the last time you played in a? Let's say when's the last time you played for real in a game store?
At Level Up.
Oh, okay.
And that was the last time I think any of us played.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. Then I kind of stopped playing. That's when I stopped playing, and then some friends of mine who were Vanguard players had told me that they were in a town closer to me. That they were playing Weiss on Sundays, so I started going there, and it was just casual play. It wasn't anything. It was weekly tournament kind of thing. But so that's the last time I played, but I only went a couple Sundays. I didn't go every week for a couple months or anything. I only went a couple times.
The last time I played was with you. I mean, that's just kind of how it usually is, right? You and I would just play whenever I go over there.
If I'm being honest, if the only way I could play Weiss for the rest of my life would be just you, then I'd be okay with that. Because
no, absolutely. Yep.
It's really a casual game. On top of it, and even if you never learn how to play, these cards are collectible because there's anime waifus on it. You know what I mean?
No,
there's so many great cards, and the way they put the art on them is really cool.
Yeah. And that was the initial draw for me. Because I can't remember. Did you had a Evangelion starter, or was it the Disgaea, correct?
So I went to the store and I bought the English Disgaea trial deck and the Evangelion trial deck, which was in Japanese. And I printed out the translations for them. And that's how we learned how to play.
Yep.
Because I wanted to buy 2 of them because I was like, I want to buy 2 of these. And then at that time, the Madoka Magica one was out.
That's right.
And Weiss Schwarz, at that time, when me and Joel were learning to play that's how I got back into anime. So... Yeah. I mean, I was already kind of getting back into it before that when Joel was recommending me to watch certain things on Netflix, and some other people were. But this really got me back into it.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, there's definitely... the number of sets that were out back then, since then, has doubled. There's about double of what has... it's amazing.
I would say quadruple.
Yeah, there's a lot. There's
probably a couple hundred sets out. I mean, not that you can get them all, but
Yeah, and when keep in mind too, when Joel says a couple hundred, there's also multiples of those where
right.
There's Love Live School Idol Festival, and then there's Love Live Volume 2, and then Volume 3, 6th Anniversary. Then there's Sunshine. Then there's Sunshine Volume 2.
I think Love Live probably honestly has about 15 sets. Total.
Looking at it right now, it's like 10 or so, and then the extra boosters, there's 12 or 13.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a whole lot of them.
That's a lot of shit. But it's
because it's the best set.
Recently, I think they've been doing better about hopping on current airing anime.
Yeah,
and I think it's been that way since Kill la Kill.
Sure.
And so they came out with recently ReZero, which is not, I mean, it's not a terrible anime. It's not my favorite, but Also, with the fact that Chaos TCG and Victory Spark and all those other card games that Bushiroad was doing are dying, then they go to Weiss, and it's like, okay.
Yeah, you remember back in the day, like wishing for your favorite series, and then you find out, oh crap, it went to Victory Spark.
Yeah,
that sucks. You know, like it was such a disappointment to find that it was going to this, you know,
dying card game.
Yeah, dying card game. Yeah,
yeah, like.
But the thing that I always liked about, at least, I don't know how it is now, because I've been out of the Weiss game for a while. Like, I see what's coming out, but I'm not really that into it anymore. But at the time, it would always be like, okay, there's like this new hot, you know, anime set coming out, new hot anime set, and then they would do like an old obscure one all of a sudden. And that was always my favorite one, right? Yeah. Because that's where it was like anything could happen. I mean, that's how we got like the Batman set.
Yeah, the Batman Ninja one.
Like,
yeah,
the Godzilla one, right? Like what?
Yep. Which I totally forgot about.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. It's really weird because towards the end of last year, like fall 2019, they came out with a Saikano set, which like that anime aired in like 2015, 2017.
Sure.
And it was just like, okay. Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
well, I mean, like, they had like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure as well.
Yeah, Golden Wind. Yeah.
Yeah.
For like the new season that was coming out, but it was like the new one was already coming out at the time. But like, and they do anniversary sets too. Like they're doing the next one coming out is, or no, not this one, but the one before it is the Key 20th anniversary. So anything by Key. So Angel Beats and Charlotte.
Oh, another Angel Beats release, huh?
Yeah. And it's like it's Angel Beats, Charlotte, Little Busters, and I think Da Capo all in one.
Okay.
So it's anything
like
by any visual novel done by Key.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah, and then they're doing the Soccer Wars one because Soccer Wars, the new anime, because the new game is coming out, which I am kind of excited about. But am I gonna? Here's the thing. Like in the last year, a bunch of new sets have come out that I've really wanted. I've just never bought them. Like.
Well, right. It's a hard investment, right?
It is because like I didn't know if I was gonna play these ever, or you know, I don't know. Like I review Starlight's okay. I like that anime. It was alright. And then that time I got reincarnated as a slime is really popular. Konosuba. I love Konosuba.
And so like when we're talking about sets, I mean we're talking these are sets of like 100+ cards, right?
Yeah.
Like these are full on
like,
entire card games in and of themselves. Like each set plays a little differently, right?
Yes.
And it's based completely off of one specific anime, video game, manga, made up franchise, right? Because like the Batman one was made up completely, right?
No, that was based on the movie.
On the Japanese movie.
The anime movie, yeah.
Okay. Which I'd never seen. Okay.
Oh, it's pretty cool. It's pretty nifty. That's CG anime done right, in my opinion. Like, CG anime looks poopy most of the time, but yeah, no, they also did Darling in the Franxx, which is a very controversial show because people either thought it was really good or really bad. I thought it was really good, but I'm also a hipster, so I don't know. But like, they even made one for Magia Record, Madoka Magica, which was like that Madoka Magica mobile game.
Oh my god, they did.
They made a trial deck for it, yeah. I don't know if they came with a set for it.
There's actually a booster, yeah.
Oh, okay. And then No Game, No Life, which is really weird because like that anime came out. That anime came out when we started playing Weiss.
Yeah.
And they just made a set for it a few years ago. But like I think it must have been on some other card game or something, like Card Ass or something. But
Card Ass?
Card Ass.
It must not be a very good card game.
It's not very good. I tried it once into his cheeks. Bruh.
Do you remember how many different card games we've tried and just did not?
Oh yeah. Let me. I gotta talk about that. So when me and Joel did Cards in Hand, the initial point of Cards in Hand was to talk about tabletop games and card games. Mm-hmm. And then we did the Clock to Draw show, which was all about Weiss Schwarz, which we called it that because there's a phase in your turn where you can hurt yourself to draw cards. put damage in your clock to draw 2 cards, and so we called it that. And then we stopped, and then we brought Cards in Hand back, and that was just a general nerdy vodcast. So we talked about movies, anime, TV, whatever, comics, and card games. But like when we were originally doing Cards in Hand with like just card game stuff, Joel one time was like, so if we're gonna do this, like we had already like been 4 or 5 episodes in, and Joel was kind of like, what we need to do? We need to try a bunch of card games and do like review eps on them. And I was like, oh, okay, you're probably right. We should probably like play stuff so we know what we're talking about. And I remember we played Boss Monster, which was like what do you call those board games that are a card game that are built in? It's all right there. I don't know what you call them.
Just like a living card game?
Huh?
Like a living card game?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, like Ascension or DC deck building,
Right.
And then we played the My Little Pony trading card game. We even went retro with that shit. Like we bought Harry Potter cards.
I cannot believe I forgot we played the My Little Pony card game.
Yeah, yeah, I still have it. Wow. I still have I think I had Twilight Sparkle.
Wow. Yeah, we also played the World of Warcraft card. I'm sorry, was it just Warcraft?
Yeah, World of Warcraft. It was WoW. Yeah, WoW card.
It was WoW. Okay, it was the WoW TCG. It was Hearthstone before Hearthstone.
Yeah, I remember when Hearthstone was coming out, and you were like, "Dude, it's the WoW card game, but digital," And I was like, "Okay, shit." And we played. I tried to get Joel to play Yu-Gi-Oh and Pokemon, and we played Vanguard. I mean, it was funny because like. So Joel would come into it fresh, like not knowing what the game is like, and we would play like 5 matches of it, and he'd be like, we'd go on the show, and he'd be like, "So that game was shit." Like he just hated it. Like,
yeah. Well, I'm your actual definition of a casual gamer, right? In terms of like card games and stuff.
Yeah, like I don't even with, because I talk a lot of game, right? I talk a lot of shit. But the only card games that I've gotten really into competitively were Pokemon and Weiss.
And Vanguard.
Oh, yeah, Vanguard.
Which, of course, I think I have a perfect win rate against you in Vanguard, so.
Yeah, shut up.
That doesn't say a lot about
Moving
you
on. Bullshit.
Go over there, and Sam's like, "Here, you should try this deck out." And then I just win. It's like, okay.
Bull
That was
crap,
a fun game.
dude.
It's a fun game. I like it.
Absolutely bullcrap.
But yeah, like
that was funny.
I tend to always be very casual in card games. In fact, in like most things, I don't like. I mean, we've had this conversation on our show a lot, where I don't like meta. I hate meta so much because it's just not how I play games, right? It's not how I want to boil a game down to, right? So I am incredibly casual. I like it's like the Timmy, Spike, and Johnny, right?
Yeah,
like
yeah,
different,
I remember that.
like ways of playing. And I think I was always a Timmy, right? Timmy's like I just want to have fun and like do cool combos, and maybe it'll work, maybe it won't. Maybe I'll win, maybe I'll lose.
Right. Yeah, no, like
but that was why I liked Weiss so much. That was the only reason that I was able to actually get so far into it. I mean, let's ignore the fact that these are full art, beautiful cards, right? Like every card is full art, very minimal framing, right? It allows the art to shine. Let's ignore all that. All right, let's just look at just mechanics wise. Like Weiss is 100%. I mean, you can do everything that you can to try to minimize and maximize your deck and like which cards are in what piles, and you can search and salvage and be as smart as you can. But at the end of the day, like you canceling damage relies on you flipping over a certain type of card. It's like completely random. You can, like I said, you can minimize it, you can maximize your potential, but at the end of the day, Heart of the Cards is very real in Weiss Schwarz.
Yeah, and some people don't like that. I don't mind that because I feel like I wouldn't say Weiss is the perfect balance of skill and luck, but it's. I think it could go either way, like on that scale, but it's variable enough where it's still fun competitively. Whereas in Vanguard, it also relies on flipping cards. You could do 3 damage to somebody because of the way you flip cards. And once they get to 6 damage, you lose in Vanguard. And Vanguard, for some reason, because of the triggers themselves, like the heal trigger and the critical trigger, they the scale tips to luck way more often. In Weiss Schwarz, it does it often enough where it doesn't fucking ruin your fucking day, like, in my opinion. So, yeah, I had a lot of fun with Weiss, but like,
me too.
I don't know, man. I don't know what happened. It's so weird to like look back on it and see why we really stopped playing, and because it almost seems like it was for outside reasons, which we won't get into. But
yeah, no, 100% mine was outside reasons, right? Like,
yeah,
I could no longer go to the place that everybody went to play it, right? I mean, there was like the after party place we would go to, but you know, once you kind of fall out of an era of your life, you kind of just fall out of it, you know. You just kinda don't really get back into it, and
and I think that was
the older
another.
You get, the harder it is to to justify driving half an hour to, you know, play some card games every day. You know?
And I think that was another like half the reason why we kind of stopped doing cards in hand too. It was just like that kind of was like, and clock to draw especially. It was just kind of hard to start. I don't know. That whole thing really kind of fucked it. I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It's like
it sucks. Yeah,
it's totally true.
Yeah, and when shitty things happen to you, it makes you kind of lose passion for like that thing that you were doing.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I don't know. I do miss it though sometimes.
Me too.
Like, yeah, but I didn't think we were gonna get this deep on this. I thought we were just gonna talk about Weiss Schwarz, but like. It's,
talking about deep stuff on a card game that I have in front of me with a bunch of Love Live characters on it, like.
Yeah. Oh, okay. That's another. Yeah, I love that. That's another thing too. Is like, it's fun too because like you can do tournaments where it's just called like the waifu wars tournaments.
Oh, absolutely.
Where you just make a whole deck with the one or two characters that are your waifus in that anime.
Or husbando.
Yes, and like.
Discriminate.
Yeah, it's really fun, dude. And like, there's different ways to make decks and stuff. It's really fun. I've heard, I know a couple of you in our Discord have like said to me like, "Oh, Sam, like, how do I get into this?" And literally, there's really not any way to get into it, dude. Just buy some cards. Like, that's really all it is, you know. I don't know specific places. I normally just go to eBay or. You know, your local game store might be doing online or curbside pickup right now. If you could support them, that'd be good.
Very true.
But I don't know how many of them carry Weiss anymore. Like,
I know that the one by me does. I can't remember what it's called. No, it's an Egan. No, it's not. I don't remember where it was. Crap.
That's it.
I have been to like 2 or 3 game stores just around the area that do sell them. So.
Yeah, and it's actually becoming more popular. So,
what, Weiss is?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Man, also it deserves it. It's a fun game.
Yeah, it is. It's really fun. There's a game store closer to you somewhere, kind of. I won't say where, but like, they're trying to pick it back up. Obviously, with the pandemic going on right now, they're closed right now. But
closer to me, just outside of Nevada, right?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, totally.
But yeah, like, no, I miss the game very much. I was going through like, so like my basement, you know, my basement was where me and Joel play. Mm-hmm. I've been trying to make that into like a full-on game room for a long time, and I only did that recently.
Like 7 years, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm serious.
I only did that recently, last winter.
Nice.
And yeah, freaking there's like a tabletop side and a video game side, and on the tabletop side I have like some shelving where I'm using like those wide and long white card boxes.
Yeah.
And I filled like 2 or 3 rows of it with just white stuff.
I believe those are called long boxes, by the way.
Long boxes, that's what they're called, long boxes. But I got one of the big wide ones, and
sure.
I think I filled like 2-3 rows with just extra magic crap I had, and then another 2 with white stuff. And then...
I mean, I don't even want to get into how many sets I have.
Yeah, you definitely have way more than I do. Definitely.
I have I would say I could probably say more than a dozen.
What about just decks?
Just decks in my possession right now. Excuse me while I grab my card carrying case here that has all my pre-noted decks. Hold up. So just in here, and there's quite a few that I had to take out because there's no room. But 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 13 in my on the go carrying case. So that's just in case I want to play a different flavor, right? Like, let's say I want to play serious, I'll pull out my Nisekoi deck, right?
Right.
Let's say I want to play hilarious, I'll pull out my my Vivid Red Alone deck. Remember that one?
Vivid Red, yeah.
Yeah. Vivid Butts, yeah, that was a great one.
Remember Daybreak Illusion?
I do. That was one of our friends' favorite decks.
Madoka Magica ripoff.
Yep. Madoka, that was my first actual set that I bought.
Yeah, because I remember you were like, okay, I'm going to get into this game, and we went to the store, and you got the trial deck.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that was the cool thing about Weiss, is that while I enjoy anime, I was never into that like community so much where I just knew what was coming out, you know?
Yep.
So Weiss was almost like a menu, right? So you could basically go on like Heart of the Cards and look at card translations that would show you the art, and I would find a set like, oh, this art looks really cool, and then I would then watch that series, right? And then I would in return order that set.
Yeah.
So like it was this like perfect like menu where it was like, oh, what shall I order today? What is this Sword Art Online, right? And then you get into that whole thing, or what is this Excel World?
Yeah. Oh, Excel World. Man, I love Excel World.
I know, right?
People sip on Haterade because it's whatever, but I like it.
Why?
Because they're, I don't know.
Dude, you tell me a better villain than the villain whose name I can't remember from Excel World. Okay?
Yeah, with the bowl
that like shitty kid? Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot his fucking name already.
Took photos and then like tried to blackmail. Dude, what a shitty kid. Great villain.
Great villain because you hated him so much.
You hated him so bad, right? I can't remember his name, man.
And then, I'm looking it up right now.
And then, like, you feel bad for him, right? Because his brother is like the one that did it to him, right? His brother like bullied him and turned him into like a cheater.
Nomi Seiji.
Seiji, that's okay.
Fucking
yeah, no, that's
Dick Lord.
Man, what an awesome villain.
And then there's Ash Roller.
Ash Roller, yeah.
Mega Lucky.
God, what a great series.
Yeah. Show is sweet. I like it.
See, that's like, so you just said like a lot of people sip on Haterade because of stuff, blah, blah. That's like, that's why I don't, I'm moving my mic. That's why I don't get into meta for anything, right? Because I like to experience things in like a bubble. I like to see something for what it is and just not listen to anyone else. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? Like translated into like watching stuff, even like with card games. Like when someone tells you this is the best, do this, don't do this, this is the worst. Like that sucks.
Right.
So that's part of the reason why I ended up getting out of Weiss. Also was because I was turning into the person who was no longer having fun.
Oh,
the way I wanted to, versus because I started ordering singles, right? And I've always said I'm never going to order singles for stuff. I'm just going to play with what I have and have fun. And then it got to the point where it was like, well, for this deck to work, I need 3 copies of this. And then I'm like, well, I think I'm out now. Like now that I'm doing this, I'm out because this is exactly not the way that I want to play.
I think there was the one time I can remember you ordering one of the first times you ordered singles was when we did it together with Chris and Tu and Chufu.
Yeah, so that time was different because I was ordering
because we were getting ready
cards.
for a tournament.
No, I was ordering cards that I thought looked cool from Sengoku Basara. Remember?
Oh, that's right. That's right.
And also signed cards, because that was the other thing about Weiss is that there's signed cards signed by the voice actors.
Yeah, yeah.
So, like, if you want your favorite voice actor's signature, you just buy that ridiculously expensive sign card.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I think it was later once I started cracking like Attack on Titan stuff, and of course after ordering, I think it was 8 boxes, and not getting 4 copies of the damn card I wanted.
Wait, you ordered 8?
I sure did.
And you didn't get 4 copies of the
That's
card.
when they started doing double rare plus.
Oh, double rare plus cards. That's right. Yeah.
So you weren't guaranteed to get anything per box. And I was like, man, I got to order 3 of these, right? Because I only got 1. And then I was like, well, or I'm done.
Or I'm done, right?
Yeah, right. And again, so like, I know you can agree with this. The act of cracking open a pack, right? That excitement, that adventure is really important. But like once you know the rules of the box, you know exactly how many of each card is in the box. I mean, that's not fun anymore, right?
Right.
It's not adventure. So like once you learn the rules of stuff, for me personally, that's when things get not that much fun anymore. Video games are the exact same way, right? You kill X monster with X attack, Y with Y attack, and that's the entirety of the game. I no longer have fun. So
yeah.
No, that's the
and that's just you.
I got too good at Weiss, is what I'm saying. Like I was too good.
I was too good.
I was too good.
When you talk about deck building, it's like, oh, you choose cards and you make your deck and you try and form strategies around what the cards do. No, part of deck building is actually the first part of deck building is opening packs and or buying singles first.
Yeah. It's the fun part.
Yeah, that's the fun part. And like, in my opinion, opening packs is when I think everyone can agree that opening packs is better than buying just the singles if you have to.
Absolutely. It's financially a stupid idea, right? Like it's like buying packs in every other respect is the dumbest thing you can do, right? Because you don't know what you're going to get. You're not guaranteed to get what you want. You could waste your money, right? Yeah. Buying singles is the smart way to do it, but who gives a shit because it's fun.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Super fun. That card smell, the new card smell.
Oh, man. It's the best.
It's the best.
Having, like, a pile of, like, cellophane wrappers next to you that you got to throw away at the end of it. Like, that's all part of it, and it's all so much fun. Cracking open a fresh box, right? And all the packs are lined up so nice. So inviting.
That's what's fun about most card games.
Yeah.
But, like, in Weiss, in Weiss, I almost feel like the investment's even still better because, again, like even if you never play, then at the very least you just have more anime merch.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Then there was just get rid of the cards that you're not using and keep the waifu ones and put them on your shelf.
Right. Or keep 45 copies of the same commons like I do. Just because you just can't get rid of them, right? Like no, I'm serious. I can't bring myself to throw away like a lot of these like.
Yeah, Weiss bulk is not very profitable in the first place anyway, so it's like...
it is not.
No.
The only money to be made in Weiss is in your double, triple rares, and your sign cards, really.
A lot of people on, like, the Facebook groups and stuff, like, they'll be like, oh, yeah, I'm selling this card and this card and this card, and I'll throw in all these commons and non-commons with it. Yeah. Because that's the only way they can get rid of them,
Yeah, and then as a buyer, you're like, well, I'll take those cards, but I don't want the commons,
Right, like, it's like you message them, you tell them, like, hey, dude, just so you know, if I buy these, I'm throwing them in the trash. Like,
yeah, it's like, why don't you save yourself some shipping, right? I'm not going to pay for it. Yeah, let's just not do the commons, just toss them. Like, I used to cut them out. Remember, I used to, like, cut out the characters of my commons just because I was bored.
Yeah.
And it's like that's fine. There's still 75 copies in my big long box, whatever. No big deal.
Just like you should do that thing. Have you seen people do that? They'll take like Pokemon cards. So they'll take like 2 copies of a Bulbasaur and they'll cut out the background of the picture and then take a double of the card and like frame it behind it, kind of like 3D effect, and they'll frame it like in a shadow box. Should do that. That'd be sick. Man,
with the amount of Weiss that I have, I could do like 8 layers deep on each one, no problem.
That'd be like get one of the Love Live group cards where it's got multiple characters on it.
Oh yeah,
that'd be sick.
Well, no, I don't know if I could cut around a Love Live card. Come on
now, dude.
Come on,
see,
man.
You're one of those Love Livers, dude. I fucking hate Love Live so much.
And it's funny because when I initially saw it, I saw it in a bubble. I had no outside influence from anybody telling me it's good or bad. I was like, well, this set looks cool. I'm gonna watch this, and I love it. It's great.
No,
I'm not a hipster, so whatever. It's no big deal. We all know Love Live is the best. That's why there's more Weiss sets.
All right, calm down. Calm.
You couldn't see me, but I just took a sip of my sneak energy drink, looking like Kermit the Frog drinking tea.
Yeah.
But what was I gonna say? I was gonna say something, and then you started talking shit. Man, I forgot. But yeah, Weiss is fun. That's what I was gonna say. Do you remember? Okay, this is the stark difference between when I started versus when I stopped. When I started, I was going to partake in a tournament at the old Level Up location. Do you remember that? I went with you there. Yep. And I was denied entry because I had an American deck and I had to be Japanese. But do you remember the deck that I wanted to build for that? It was a vanilla 3K common deck that just swung and attacked and had 0 cost.
Yeah.
Because that was a good deck. It was fun and it worked against you.
Yeah.
Right. So like that was, you would consider that a troll deck, right? Just something that shouldn't work, but because of the mechanics of the game, it can work.
Yeah.
I did that purposely to show myself why I could play this game. And then by the end of it, I was searching for specific cards to do certain mechanics to win. And that's why, like, there's a stark contrast there, and that's why I just had to get out of it as much as I could, because it's mechanical. Where's the fun?
Yeah.
But I remember that was actually really funny. Like remember we would do stuff like, what was it? Final Impact you would do?
Oh yeah, my Evangelion deck has so like for and this is not Ava spoilers because it's explained pretty quickly. But in Evangelion, when Masato was explaining that she saw the second impact happen or whatever, there's a card called Second Impact, and it basically wipes the board. So
yeah, it wipes the board and it leaves you free to swing, for like big damage, right? But in Weiss, big damage is something that you don't always want to do because the more hits, the more chances your opponent has to cancel. But how cool were those moments where it's like, oh, swinging for 8, right? And it sticks. And it sticks, right? Or how cool in retrospect, or on the other side, swing for 8, cancel on the last hit.
Cancel on the 8th.
Like, how cool is that, right?
Yeah, right.
That's so much fun.
Absolutely.
I miss that. I miss doing that. That's what I miss. That's why I don't like Magic. I like Magic. I respect Magic. But I don't have fun playing Magic. Because I don't feel like Magic is that. Ever. Right?
Yeah. Magic is definitely more mechanic based, and you have fun with those mechanics.
Right. Or
and
like
you can combo them a little more interchangeably than you can in most card games.
Yeah, I was in your basement the night you got infinite comboed.
Oh yes.
Like, and he made you play it out.
Yeah.
Each point of damage took like 30 seconds because you had to like shuffle your whole deck or something.
Yeah, that was a storm counter.
That was so funny. It was so funny.
It was an EDH deck, yeah.
And Salty, you played it out.
I was so salty.
You refused to scoop, you played it out.
I was like, nope, you can fucking do every fucking step, you fucking bitch.
So mad.
Fuck you. That's so one reason. And I don't hate Magic because of that mechanic or those mechanics. I hate Magic because I'm too stupid to not think of those things.
Right? No, exactly. That's exactly it, yeah. That's 100% it.
Yeah. I can admit that it's too big brain for me a little bit. You know what I mean? So like, but yeah, it's fuck you. That's a repressed memory, and you brought it back up.
Well, I just wanted to play that night, and I remember sitting there going, "Please scoop, I just want to play. I'm not going to take all night.
I'm not going to get to play. Like it's like
I have to go home now. It's not going to work,
dude. It's 3 a.m.
Oh my god. So would you recommend people picking up trial decks?
Dude, trial decks? Absolutely. They're just $15 to $20.
Yep.
And
you could get a signed card in them too.
Yeah, you can get signed cards in those ones. Yeah. the latest one that was announced was actually Adventure Time.
Oh, that's right. Now that's U.S. exclusive, correct?
Yeah. So like for some reason lately, Bushiroad has been doing like these crazy wild out there sets, and one of the last crazy ones they did was actually Star Wars.
Oh, that's right.
And they weren't drawn in anime or nothing. They were like these repainted scenes from the movie, and they looked like oil paintings.
That's right.
Yeah, they weren't anime or anything like that, but it was just a Weiss set, and it was Star Wars. And we couldn't get it in America because the rights holders for Star Wars products in America wouldn't allow it.
Yeah.
In the rights holders in Japan for Star Wars, they allowed it, obviously, because they know that card games and video games are huge over there.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
How weird is that Star Wars was not an American deck, right?
Right.
Like, that is so bizarre to think of.
Which is really funny, and that was in 2017.
Yeah.
But it's really funny because when Attack on Titan was coming out, the rights holders here in America wouldn't let it happen. And then apparently the movie rights were separate because they made those compilation movies.
Yeah, okay.
Apparently those were separate, and so they made the decks based on the movies.
Is that really how they did that?
That's how yeah, and we actually got the set first before Japan did.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. It was really funny because
right.
the movie rights were different here than because we were worried that it wasn't going to come to America, and then Bushiroad USA was like, yeah, because we'll take the rights to the movies.
So funny.
Yeah.
That's so it's weird that they couldn't get around the Star Wars thing because they're not using original art. But I suppose it's the brand anyway, Star Wars. They were like, nah, you can't have that.
Right. And so then now they're doing Adventure Time, which is another example of a weird set, and it's another example of something that is, a few years, like 4, 5, 6, 7 years old, and they're making a set out of it. Like,
well, yeah, and like I said, like to me the best Weiss sets, even though they were mechanically not the best usually, but it was always the fun ones, right? The ones that you don't expect, like Woozer. Remember Woozer?
Yeah, Woozer.
Woozer I had, Milky Holmes I had, which is one of my favorite decks. It's so funny.
Yeah, Woozer was an anime short.
Yep.
And it only came in one trial deck with this in a specific kind of special edition deck box thing, and it came with sleeves and a deck box and a few other like for funny cards, like unglued magic cards kind of.
Yep.
Or unhinged magic cards that were joke cards. One card was like, you play this event and your opponent has to go on a trip or something like that.
Yeah, your opponent has to take a trip.
Yeah, your opponent has to take a trip.
Yep.
And we used that for our Cards and Van vlog when we went to the road trip or whatever.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, it was funny.
Oh, that's right. Oh my god, dude, we did some clever stuff. That was awesome. Yeah. Do you remember when we came back with the new cards in hand?
Yeah.
And we had set it up where like we were like, oh, this is episode 240 or whatever. It's like, oh, have I been forgetting to hit record this entire time?
Yeah. We did do some clever shit with that.
Yeah,
it was funny.
No, for sure, that was a lot of fun. Like, cutting promos was like my favorite part.
No, dude, it was super fun. Yeah, I think Cards in Hand is really fun, dude. And I think it just kind of was like, I don't know, it was like a lack of a lot of stuff. It was just like we weren't. And when we brought it back the second time, I was already on Anime Summit.
Yeah.
Too,
yep.
So that was kind of tough for me. And I think
you could say that Cards in Hand was your stepping stone.
Yeah, just like Joel is really tall, so he just let me.
That's also very true. Yeah.
He just let me stand on his shoulders, and he was like, "I'm gonna toss you."
Yeah, ever since we got done with that, all my back pains went away. I had such a sore back from carrying your ass.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh man, pain free is the way to be.
You have to toss me.
Oh my god! So where do people go? Man, I really wish we would have done some research into what stores currently sell.
As far as I know, all of them right now, except for I I don't know, actually. I know there's one by my house that me and a friend were going to for a little bit. They don't. I think they're working on buying stuff, but they haven't yet. Right now, they just got Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! And Magic going on. Or actually, not even Yu-Gi-Oh! I think it's just Pokemon and Magic right now.
You gotta hit him with that Gordon Ramsay damn, you know.
Damn.
Yeah, no, that's it. Yep, you got it.
It's rotten!
You're gonna kill somebody. Anyway.
We're gonna start putting, like, when we review anime, we're gonna start putting Gordon Ramsay clips, like...
You should.
Yeah, it's rotten, my man!
You know what my favorite Gordon Ramsay clip is? And it's, like, the bad one. It's when he's, like, finding some good fucking blank, right? Like, insert whatever you want in there. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Wait, what do you mean?
Where he's, like, eating something that somebody made that was actually good, and he's like, oh, finally, some good, you know.
Oh, yeah, some good fucking food, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But I like the memes. Like, I think of that in my daily life. When I encounter something that's good, I'm like, oh, God, you know, finally. Some good, whatever.
Some good fucking food.
The other thing that you can do while quarantined is play Sideways Schwartz. No,
Oh, yeah.
wait.
Skype
What was
Schwartz.
the thing that we called... What was Sideways? That was with 4 people, right?
Yeah, Side Schwartz was like... It was with 4 people, and my card to the... My card on stage right can attack you, and my center stage and left stage could attack the person in front of me.
What did we call just online Schwartz?
Skype Schwartz.
Skype Schwartz, that's what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, that I would recommend doing, because you said that you
Skype
have some
Schwartz,
listeners who would like to learn how to play it.
And I think, well, and I had asked you, too. I had asked you for our YouTube extra channel
right.
to record. We were going to record some. And we just
I tried so many times to record, like a how to play. And it just never worked. I could never get it right.
Because when we were doing Cards in Hand, all the how to play videos that were online were terrible.
Garbage.
They're just like, what are you talking about? Like, I guess,
right.
And it's
and do you know what the issue
mix,
was?
Like advanced techniques with the basic rules. And it's like, no, just put the basic rules first. Like,
oh, right, exactly.
You know?
And I used to teach the like how to play at the physical place that I worked at. And yeah, you can't be like, oh, and then you just do this crazy combo with these cards and it's awesome. Just do that. It's like, no, you have to understand the theory. You have to understand the basics before you can get into this crazy stuff.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah, you could honestly set up. It was really easy to set up online play with Weiss.
Yeah.
And that's something that you should do to people who go out and buy trial decks.
Yeah, for sure. And I think, like, and there's also questions too, like where people can play it like a virtual, like online. There isn't. No, there was a PSP game that was made a long time ago, and now it's all in Japanese. And then there's third party programs. I think one's called Lackey CCG that you can use, and then I think some people have even created it in Tabletop Simulator. Don't quote me on that.
Yep. No, I mean, years ago when I tried that, there was several sets available in Tabletop Simulator.
Oh, was there? Okay.
Absolutely. And it's really not hard to make your own if that's something that you think you can do. Just take all the scans from the translator sites, like Heart of the Cards or Little Akiba, right? No, not Little Akiba. Is that what it's called?
Little Akiba, yeah.
Yeah. Take it from those and just kind of paste them in yourself. Because, I mean, you're not going to get the mechanics in there, but you'll have the cards, and really that's all you need.
Yeah, I think it's just like, I think Lackey CCG also does that too, where it's the honor system, so you just follow the rules,
Right.
It's not like you can't program the rules into it, but
right.
Yeah, that's the best way to play. Otherwise, if you want to Skype Schwartz, I'll Skype Schwartz with anyone. I know me and Joel are definitely going to record some soon now for sure.
I don't even know where my webcam is anymore.
I had to go find mine.
Yeah,
because I was guesting on another anime podcast where they would do video, and I was like, okay, shit, well, I gotta go find my shit. But shout out to Project Manga. Got me reading manga now.
Oh, nice.
What's that? Reading manga is fucking weird. Are you watching any anime right now? That's the real question.
No. I want to so bad, but with my job, I drive for 90% of my week, right?
And also too, like, you never know when sometimes you don't know, like, you're on call sometimes.
I literally never know. Like, it's so rare when I actually know when I'm going to go to work. I'm just on call 24 hours a day, and I drive so long every week that I can't watch anime when I'm driving, obviously, because I can't read it. And I don't know Japanese, so I rely on audiobooks. So unfortunately, I cannot watch anime anymore.
Also, no, before anyone says anything, Joel is not the kind of person who watches anime on his phone or tablet. Like, he wants to watch it, so...
Generally, yeah.
And I'm pretty sure you don't got a laptop right now, right? Or you did, but I don't know if you still have it.
I do. But like I said, I mean, if I'm not driving, I'm sitting on site, at a job site waiting for somebody else to do something so that I can do something, and I don't really have, like... it's not like, oh, sweet, now I got exactly 3 hours to sit and do nothing, right? I just don't know. And, also,
in general, you're just the kind of person who wants to sit and watch it, which I am that way, too.
Yeah. Yeah, anytime, like, with movies and stuff, like, with YouTube, it's whatever. That can be on in the background. But when I watch a movie, I watch a movie. I don't like, half-ass it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think if I were to recommend something to you now. I don't know what. Because, like...
There's just no good anime anymore. I've seen the best anime, and it was Sword Art.
No, so dude. Oh, man, so many people are going to con on you for saying that.
Look, I'm joking, but I'm not joking. I enjoy
No,
Sword
dude,
Art.
honestly,
don't at me.
Me and my co-host, Nick, we're the only... Like, we're one of the only people who like SAO.
Why? It makes no sense to me.
Me and my co-host, Nick, and, like, a few handful of others on our Discord will advocate for SAO, but, like... Other people will just be like,
Log Horizon's better.
Because they think Kirito is like a simp or, he's overpowered or whatever.
He is. So is every fucking anime protagonist.
But, like, and I just explained this on our last episode. Our last episode was actually overpowered characters, and we did mention Kirito. And what I did mention is, like, people also hated the idea that in the Ironclad arc, things were skipped around. But that...
Really?
I actually didn't mind that. I don't know why.
No, that was actually my favorite part of it.
Huh?
That was actually one of my favorite parts of it.
I didn't think it was that bad. I thought it was fine.
No,
I thought it was cool because, like, they were trying to the journey. It's about the journey, yes, but it's also about the end and how he got there. I wanted to see him get there.
Right. Yeah, and it's just a storytelling technique that I guess some people don't like, but I really enjoy when there's time skips. I enjoy it when there's consistent time skips, right? Because every episode
it was consistent. It wasn't like they did it in the first 3 episodes and never again. It was
right.
It was.
It's always cool to see. Sometimes it's more impactful to see the changes as a sudden change versus a gradual change.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and the guy did write books of those in between moments. I forgot what the series is called, but if they might make an anime out of those, so. They might. I don't know. Alicization War of the Underworld Part 2 is coming out this summer, and I'm fucking excited, dude.
Right. And that's fine. If some people just don't like Sword Art, and that's totally fine. Whatever your reasons are, it's fine. But as long as they're your own reasons.
Okay, but no, seriously. Like, what about Vinland Saga? Have you watched any of Vinland Saga?
No. It probably sucks.
No, it doesn't. Guys, you're such a bitch. You casual.
Look, I've heard it sucks. Everyone said it sucks, so it probably sucks. No, I have not seen it.
Joel the Troll.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I don't know. So did you like Fate Stay or Fate Zero better?
Okay, so I've had this fucking convo in my Discord so many times. But Fate Zero was an original and Fate Stay was based on the visual novel.
Trash.
And it was one of those situations where it was okay, they came out with Star Wars and they talk about, oh, my father served in the Clone Wars, so let's go back and make movies of those. And except in this case, the prequel was better because it was original. Right. It wasn't based on. It was based on what information the original visual novel gave.
Sure.
And if we're talking about Fate Stay, then I like the UBW version better by Studio Ufotable.
By far.
Than the Studio Dean version, but Fate Zero. When you see how broken a character is, and then they show you why that character's broken later on, that's just why it's good.
Can we also talk about, like, well, not really talk about it, I guess, but the, like, airplane scene? Like, you know what I'm talking about.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh, man, my heart hurts right now.
So like without spoiling it, I didn't watch Fate Zero until way later, and Joel showed me just that scene, and I was like in tears, and I didn't really have I had some context, but not that much context.
Right.
And yeah.
Can we talk about how beautiful that was too? Like just visually.
Yeah, dude.
Like Fate Zero was, I think I compared it to the movie version of an anime. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like, you remember, like, Pokemon, the anime versus Pokemon, the movies? At least back in the day, there was a very clear visual difference in, like, the quality level between a movie
bigger budget, show. It's a movie, you know, like...
Yeah, and so Fate Zero always felt like that to me.
Studio Ufotable, I mean, obviously, right now, they're on the forefront right now for doing Demon Slayer.
Right on.
And, did you watch Demon Slayer? You did, right?
No, I haven't watched any anime for...
Okay, you should watch Demon Slayer.
There's a lot that I should watch, I know.
If you like Fate Zero, especially, just because
I saw the end of Love Live, and I thought, well, I've seen the best. I'm never going to see anything better than this. I may as well stop now.
Retired champ.
Look, I joke, but not really. The end was so good. I loved it. I loved it so much. Dude, when the dad showed support, oh, come on, man.
I like how you say things and you're just like, but nah, though.
But no, like, for real, though. Like,
no, dude, but Lisa, though, does the opening for Demon Slayer. I know you love Lisa.
I do, actually, yeah. Lisa and Claris, like, they make the best openings, period.
Also, Guilty Crown opening by Egoist is really good. But,
Guilty
like,
Crown.
That anime is okay. It's not...
I don't know. I'm, like, more of, like, the American, I guess, anime viewer, like... I tend to like what's popular, and it's usually because it's popular for a reason.
Demon Slayer and Vinland Saga are popular!
But no, like, I guess I should say, like, back in my time of watching a lot of anime.
Oh, sure, yeah.
You know, like, I would rely on Weiss to show me what I should watch, kind of. And
okay, so Weiss basically, guys, we had to petition Bushiroad to make a Demon Slayer and Vinland Saga set.
Don't they have a Demon Slayer one? No, I guess not. Aren't they coming out with one?
No.
I thought they were.
For Demon Slayer?
I thought so.
Oh my god, I'm about to shit if that's really the case.
I don't know.
I'm going to Bushiroad. I'm going to Bushiroad right now.
I feel like I've seen that in, like, the press releases. I could be completely wrong. I could be confusing it with Angel Beats, but probably not.
Bushy. Nah, the last thing I'm seeing is the Adventure Time.
Damn.
What time is it?
I've never seen a single episode of that.
Okay, you know what was cool about Adventure Time?
What?
Is it's episodic, you know, because it's a kids' cartoon show, but there's still an overarching thing. So, like, there's a part in the story where Finn loses his arm, and the later episodes, you know, reflect that. Like, he's missing his arm. He's got like I forget what happened. I think he gets cut off, but like. There's like a whole arc of the show where he has like a mechanical arm.
Damn.
And then, yeah, no, it's really good. Actually, Adventure Time is really good. And plus, I have
seems a little bit deeper than I was expecting it to be.
Yeah, no, it's actually way deeper than that and like Steven Universe, and like those are really good. And like freaking plus, they do this thing or did do this thing. Also, regular show. But they did Adventure Time did this thing where they would have guest animators and guest directors.
Okay, that's
and
cool.
Masaki Yuasa did one of them, and he's the guy who did Devilman Crybaby and Deno Coil and Ping Pong the animation. Masaki Yuasa's good, dude. He's the goat. But like, oh yeah, have you seen Devilman Crybaby on Netflix?
No, I have not.
I'm just not gonna ask you anything anymore.
No, I mean, you probably shouldn't, unless it's like something older. You probably shouldn't.
Okay, that's another thing too. When I would try and get this fool to watch like older shows that were really cool, like Evangelion, he was like, "No, I can't get past him, and the animation's like weird."
Yeah, it's true. It reminds me of being a child watching shitty anime. The only one that like I'm totally okay with is like Rurouni Kenshin, right? Samurai X. I can do that.
If y'all think Joel is a bigger troll than Nick right now, I need y'all to thumbs up that shit right now.
Dude, Hellsing, the original Hellsing, not that shitty better animated Ultimate Hellsing. That's where it's at.
Wait, so you like Ultimate better?
Oh God, no! I hate.
Oh, you like the original better?
Love the original.
We were just talking about that too.
So the timing's weird. So I'm not sure if Rurouni Kenshin or if Hellsing is the first anime that I ever remember actually watching, like as like a teenager.
Well, Kenshin came out first.
No, I know it did, but I had just discovered that world. So I was like watching like one of two things first. I don't remember which one it was, but both of them are incredibly meaningful to me, and neither one of them have a fucking Weiss set, and I'm so disappointed.
Yeah, what's your dream Weiss set right now?
It was Rurouni Kenshin or Hellsing.
It was
those two.
Yeah, actually, you said that.
Yes,
we've had that question on our show before.
Yes,
on Collected Draw. Yeah, that's what you said. Yeah.
Yeah, it was What Are the Dreams, and then you said one of yours, and they ended up making it or something. I was like, God, whatever.
Nuh-uh, which one?
Yeah, I don't remember. It was something weird. Wasn't it like something Nadesco? No, they never made that, did they?
They did for Crusade.
Oh, that's Weiss. Right.
Yeah.
Ha, get fucked. And then someone else said Attack on Titan, and then they made that one.
I did buy a box of the new Nadesco Crusade set.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, yeah. I have holographic waifu Eureka Mitsumaru.
Very nice. So I had mentioned that I thought they had said there was a Demon Slayer booster set, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was Goblin Slayer. That's where I got confused.
Oh, Goblin Slayer.
Yeah, Goblin Slayer. That's what it is.
Very controversial show. Well, not very, but just the first episode with all the rape was.
Oh dear.
It wasn't bad that it was rape. It was bad that it was like how much they showed. Like people weren't expecting it, and people got uncomfortable.
Sure.
Yeah, because like it was goblins raping chicks, and it was just fucking.
What a way to make you hate the goblins, right?
Yeah, it was very, very crazy, very crazy. There's more nuance to that discussion, but I didn't get into it because I was like, nah, you guys go fight over there. I don't care. But like, it wasn't enough for me and like my co-host to be like, you know what I mean?
Sure.
My brother loved it though. My brother Sudi, he thinks he's a badass, so he likes to be Goblin Slayer. He thinks he's so cool. I'm like, you're okay.
What a loser.
Nah, dude, I love Sudi. Yeah, no, it's just funny.
Goblin Slayer.
He's like, Sam, you watching Goblin Slayer? I'm like, nah, shit sucks, dude.
See, you do.
He's like, no way, dude, it's awesome.
You do it too.
Do I?
No, that sucks. That anime. Yeah,
sucks. I
don't want to watch that. It sucks.
People will say some really popular shit to me, and I'm like, nah, it's trash, dude.
So you want to talk shit, but when was the last time that you sat and played Persona 5?
Oh, I really want to. I just haven't yet.
I've purchased it for you.
No, you didn't.
Own that game. Yes, I did.
You bought me Kingdom Hearts
and Persona 5.
When did you buy me Persona 5?
I gave you a digital code for it a long time ago.
No, you did not.
When it
Are you serious?
I did too.
Oh,
I
no.
told you about it, and I said, now you have no excuse not to play it, because I kept saying, dude, you got to play this. You're like, oh, I don't know.
No, you're mixing up. No, now I'm seriously scared.
I know I got you Kingdom Hearts, but I also got you Persona 5.
Okay, find me that code.
Really? You want me to look back through years of stuff?
What? It was not years. What? Okay, did you send it to me on Facebook?
Like 2 years ago. Yes, probably.
I can't believe this is happening right now. Go to hell.
I know it is.
I think you're mixing me up with somebody else.
No,
I honestly think you're mixing me up with somebody else.
Definitely not. You know, I gotta scroll back through the years of just you messaging me stuff, calling me bad names nonstop.
You know, even now, like when I was trying to get a hold of him earlier, I was like, hey, let me know when you get home so we can record. And he goes, this was last night when we were going to talk about it. And he goes, okay, binge. Bitch. And like he kept having to correct it. And then he goes, you know what? Fuck you.
We've always lived on being able to call each other anything that we want.
It's one of those things for me where if it was someone else, I'd be like, okay, you don't get to do that. Like, you know what I mean? But like it's you, so like I don't really care.
I've earned that right.
Yeah, you kind of know the nuances of like ignorance, so that's why I'm like I'm okay with it. Like, you know.
No, absolutely. Like,
bitch, binge,
we've definitely had those conversations in the past.
Binge.
Where like,
listen, you son of a bunch. I don't take that crap from you, all right? You son of a
dude,
bunches.
This is taking so long to scroll back.
Because you didn't give me a persona code.
Did,
that's exactly why.
No, I did though. Wait, can I seriously? Can I search in a conversation for something?
Not on Facebook Messenger, I don't think. If you can, let me know. And look, if you find it, I will tell all of my listeners listening to this right now that I'm wrong and I'm a huge bitch of a friend.
You are.
I'm a huge bench.
Actually are, though.
You actual bench.
It shouldn't require me being right to get you to admit that you're a bitch.
It shouldn't require me being right.
Wait, is this it? No. See, I'm still just to the point where I'm showing you, like, my phone background. Fuck.
Chase.
This is so stupid. I know that you own it.
It shouldn't require me being right.
Well, it shouldn't. You just fucking nut up, you know? Nut up or shut up. All right.
Oh, my God. Anyway.
Yeah. Anyway.
You find that, and you let me know.
Well, I'm going to find it. Don't worry.
All right. I thank you for being on this podcast. I thank you, dude.
Yeah.
I think we need to do some more stuff and record some more extra stuff. You know, you guys, with the pandemic going on right now, and I'm not going to get into it, but I hope you guys are staying safe. I wanted to do more of these quarantine apps for you guys, and I kind of fell behind. This one is like the first successful one. The last two I had were busts, like I told you guys before. So.
Wait, why? What happened?
The audio just got fucked up. Like one of them, the audio got fucked up, and another one of the guests I had on, it turns out he wasn't recording the whole time.
God, I also was not recording this whole time.
Are you fucking serious?
I am so kidding.
I'm gonna kick your ass.
I really hope that it works. Oh, I was just brought my burger. Nice.
Man, I want a burger right now.
I know. I think this is probably just fries. But that's
anyway.
Okay. Yeah. Thanks for wasting my afternoon. It's good. It's fun. Hope everybody's
fun time.
Happy.
Thank you.
Here, we're finally talking about Stadia, so this was like still pretty recent. I can't believe how slow Facebook Messenger scrolls backwards. Sucks.
If you guys like Joel, let me know on the Discord or Twitter, okay? Links.animesummit.net. Oh, I forgot to do the break again. Fucking A. I'll do it in the beginning.
Wow.
Don't worry about it.
Here's what
Fucking
you do.
A, you guys.
You just take and just cut audio for 5 seconds and do your damn ad, and then
I'll just do it at the beginning like I did. I get so into the guest and the AOQ app, I'm ready to go, because it's like we're not talking about some random ass anime. We're just talking about whatever the fucking having fun. I just get so excited.
No, it makes perfect sense. It's a good thing that you don't think about monetization, because that doesn't matter at all.
Monetization.
It's not a word. So here's where you're sending me your business card.
Beneath the clothes, we find Joel, and beneath Joel, we find a nucleus.
What?
Do you remember that from Nacho Libre? He's like,
no, I don't think I've ever seen that movie.
Are you serious, dude? Okay, yeah, shut up. Anyway. Links.animesummit.net. Go to patreon.com/animesummit. If you are being a patron right now during these shitty times, I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. If you want to hear more of Joel, dude, is there any place you want someone to find you?
Look up Cards in Hand on YouTube.
Twitter, YouTube?
No, just YouTube. Just watch all the old backlog.
Just, go to Cards in Hand and just watch, when I was a dude. And
yeah, it was funny.
Talking about, shut up.
No, I mean, like, no, I don't mean you were funny. I mean that time was funny.
Oh,
you were not funny. Don't worry.
I thought you were making an insult, and then you were like, no, I didn't mean it that way. I meant the insult this way. You're such a dick.
I know. Thank you for admitting that. That's true.
All right, thank you guys so much. If you guys want to hear more of Joel, though, hit me up. We'll get him on here again. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, I'll talk shit. That's fine.
Yeah. Love you guys. Thank you for listening every week. I've been Sam, that's Joel, and this has been the Anime Summit podcast. No, I'm sorry. This has been Clocky Draw. Yeah.
Wow.
Fuck you.
Bye.